Are you self-disciplined? Are you organized? Do you have plans for everything? Do these habits help you achieve your goals? Today, we're introducing the dimension conscientiousness as the second Big Five personality trait. What is conscientiousness? Conscientiousness is a dimension that describes the individual differences in self-control, responsibility to others, hardworking, orderliness, and rule-abiding. Conscientiousness is a very strong predictor of life outcomes, with IQ being the only trait that is a better predictor. Some areas that have been heavily studied include the positive correlation between conscientiousness with academic performance, job performance, and health. Conscientiousness with other concepts. Well, the concept has a relationship with various psychological terms such as delay of gratification, self-control, effort for control, ego control, impulsiveness, and grit. The relationship between conscientiousness and motivation is still not clear. For example, one theory of motivation, the self-determination theory, seems to overlap with broader systems and raises the questions about how conscientiousness is related to intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. How to assess conscientiousness. Conscientiousness is commonly assessed by self-report measures. It can also be rated by others like friends and families. There are other methods such as assessing through experiments and behaviors like impulsive decision-making. In addition, conscientiousness can be assessed as implicit measures such as projective tests and implicit association tests. Gender differences in conscientiousness. There are small but consistent gender differences in conscientiousness. Women tend to score slightly higher than men on average. This difference has been observed across cultures and age groups, although it tends to be more pronounced in gender-equal countries. A possible reason is that as gender equality increases, both men and women gravitate towards their traditional gender roles. There has also been studies on the important role of conscientiousness in explaining the gender gap in academic achievement. Conscientiousness and culture. The dimension of conscientiousness is validated across different countries and cultures. Several factors of different cultures might play a role in the level of conscientiousness, such as individualistic versus collectivistic culture, different cultures' value on time orientation, and power distances. But at the aggregated level, the research hasn't consistently revealed any substantial effect of culture-specific standards on the ranking of conscientiousness. Research comparing self-report versus other report conscientiousness also didn't indicate any significant difference across different cultures, which shows the ratio of self-enhancement when reporting conscientiousness is universal. Conscientiousness and age. Meta-analysis indicated that conscientiousness tends to increase with age. People become more conscientious as they get older, with the greatest increase occurring during young adulthood and middle age. Several possible explanations for this effect include: as people age, they become more aware of long-term consequences of their actions. With the accumulation of life experience, people may encounter various challenges and responsibilities that require developing and refining their organizational and planning skills. Additionally, as people establish families and careers, they may develop a greater sense of obligation to meet their commitments and fulfill their responsibilities. Conscientiousness and religion. Meta-analysis indicated that religiosity is positively correlated with conscientiousness. Individuals who are more religious tend to be more reliable, responsible, organized, and goal-oriented. From other people's perspectives, religious people are viewed as more trustworthy due to their higher level of conscientiousness. Conscientiousness and workplace. In the organizational behavior literature, conscientiousness has been the best predictor of job performance across different occupations and industries. It is especially important for predicting performance in jobs with higher levels of complexity and ambiguity. Besides job performance, conscientiousness has also been found to be an important predictor of leadership effectiveness, as conscientious leaders tend to be more organized, responsible, and dependable. In addition, conscientious individuals tend to be more satisfied with their work, engage in more organizational citizenship behavior, less counterproductive work behavior, and experience lower levels of occupational stress. Conscientiousness during COVID-19 pandemic. Conscientious individuals are also more likely to engage in containment measures during the COVID-19 pandemic. This trait was associated with higher means of social distancing and hand-washing behaviors. Now, think about your own level of conscientiousness and your own background. What do you think about these research results? Also, can you think about the downside of being conscientious? Thanks for watching.